From the Grant Rink on the campus of Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. Finally, we're back. It's NEPSAC Girls Hockey on Local Sports Productions. Today, it's the Groton Zebras with a record of 8-6-1, visiting the Lawrence Academy Spartans with a record of 9-6-1. Good afternoon, everybody. Sam Feely here with you, ready to bring you the play-by-play story. Excuse me. I missed the... That was pleasant. Missed the past couple of games with bronchitis, and not exactly advisable to try and broadcast a game when you got bronchitis. I did power through a basketball game a few years ago with a respiratory infection, but when you're coughing even more than I am now, it's not a great sight. These teams in opposite directions, despite coming in with similar records, Lawrence Academy has lost 2 straight after winning 3 straight, and Groton has won 2 straight by a combined score of 9-0 after losing 3 straight in tough fashion. So we're underway with Groton going left to right in the white jerseys with red trim, letters, and numbers. And Lawrence Academy going right to left in the navy blue jerseys with the white interlocking LA on the front of the jersey and white numbers. Dumped in from center ice by the Zebras, and they'll go out for a quick change. Both teams are pretty short-handed today. They're dressing only 12 players each. 10 skaters and 2 goalies. Entering the zone for the Spartans, walking in towards goal, throwing it off the side of the cage is Corinne McCool. She peels out towards the top of the circle, goes out to the right point, walking in, shot from the slot, stuffed it, tapped out in front, and a very early whistle called by the official behind the net, bailing out Groton goaltender Dongmin Shin from Gyeongdo, South Korea. Gyeonggi-do, South Korea. My apologies. Shin getting the start. She's the junior, and the Zebras win the face-off in front of her. Nearly a turnover in the slot, and now it comes out to Groton's Lanston McCown. Chipped in from center ice by Piper Higgins, one of the captains for the Zebras. Some stick work here from McCool. And it's redirected from the blue line, and it looks like the Spartans are going to go out for a change. Regrouping behind her net is Emma Beard for Groton. Up ahead to Charlotte Wallace, who actually another captain for, not Charlotte Wallace. One of the other captains for Groton is Charlotte McLean. According to the Groton website, she likes to go by Cha-Cha. I've heard Char, but not Cha-Cha for women named Charlotte, so there you go. Chipped in from center ice on the diagonal to the far left corner. Chasing it down for Groton is Bridget Cornell. She meets a double team behind the net. Tries to chase it. Chance here as it comes to the near left corner, but it's broken up by the Zebras. But a turnover at the blue line. We're almost redirected off a Groton stick, and Shin has to cover up for a face-off. 13:54 to go here in the first period. Advertising opportunities are available on Local Sports Productions. Get your company's message on air or on localsportsproductions.com for as little as $25 per ad. Visit localsportsproductions.com/advertising or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. LA wins the face-off. Redirected attempt goes wide of the left post to the near left corner and back the other way. Exiting the zone on the diagonal is Amani McGregor. A little too strong, though, and it goes all the way down for icing. So the face-off circle in the Groton zone is a busy spot this afternoon. It's the third face-off in the Groton end. In just the first minute and a half, not even. Face-off is won by the Spartans. Trying to walk in there is Mia Fusco, but she's forced to wrap around. Out to the point, steering. Nearly takes it outside the zone. Now she walks in from the face-off dot, fires it over the crossbar and off the stanchion. Fusco regains control, tosses it out to the right point. Back to Fusco outside the circle. And the Zebras have it. Over to McGregor. And out to Caroline Fisher. Fisher will dump it in from center ice. Zebras will get a change. You're probably going to see a lot of frequent changes here by both teams. As I mentioned, both dressing only 10 skaters, and quickly a shot on goal that's saved by Lawrence Academy goalie Shelby Gennard, sophomore out of Lunenburg, Mass. Face-off in the left wing circle is won by the Zebras. Shot from the slot. Saved by Grenard. Rebound. Another save by Grenard. And it comes out to the right wing circle. And the Spartans will charge the other way. Numbers, however, favor the Zebras. And that'll be Charlotte McLean regrouping behind the net. On the diagonal. Out of the zone to Chloe White. Throws off the sideboards. It's tossed back in towards the Groton end, and it's tossed back in from center ice by Corinne McCool. Around the end boards, waiting to play it is Lindsay McNeil for LA. Comes out to McCool. McCool's the only player with a jersey number in the 20s for Lawrence Academy, if you like that sort of thing. Kelsey Rodden picks it up, tries to center it in front. Now she gets it back, goes out to the point, winding up for the bomb. Wide to the right post. Shin didn't see it. There was a lot of traffic in front of her, and it's chipped out of the zone by Groton's Chloe White. LA looking to re-enter, maybe an icing here. No icing as it's waved off. Winning the race to the dot was Emily Lancey. Lancey gets her stick tangled, now wriggles free, tries to center in front, off a Groton skate, comes to the near side boards. Grace Belfiely. Grace has it, tries to center it in front and nearly redirected it in off a Groton stick, but out of the zone comes Charlotte Wallace. Wallace gets it taken away at center ice, maybe a 2-on-2 here for the Spartans. Shot from the center slot. It goes off a Groton stick and over the crossbar. Comes out to the right point. And this may go for icing. Not strong enough as a fresh Lawrence Academy body just came onto the ice from the bench in the LA zone and played it back up deep. Turnover at the blue line? No, it's regrouped. It's regathered rather by Wallace. And we have another whistle. And it looks like this one is going to be... Looks like we're just going to have a face-off at center ice. Want LSP to tape or broadcast your team's games? Rates start at just $50 per game. Video broadcasts also available. Visit localsportsproductions.com/services or email Sam at localsportsproductions.com for more information. Off the face-off, here comes Angelina Joyce walking in, tries to stuff it in on Grenard, and she covers up for a face-off. Joyce trying to do that all by herself after winning the face-off. Had a lot of open room walking in towards the net. But Grenard makes the save. Face-off in the right wing circle is controlled by the Spartans. Tossed outside the blue line, blowing a tire is a Groton player, and it's going to come all the way back to the Groton end. Trying to battle for it is McLean against McCool. Zebras trying to clear it out of the zone, they cannot. Top of the circle, McCool fires it off the sideboards around the end to Laura Lundblad. Lundblad does some stick work. Comes to the left wing circle, takes a shot, redirects off a couple of sticks, and off the side of the cage. And Shin doing a good job holding her ground. She's been tested a lot today. Nothing past her thus far. Another chance, off the crossbar and off to the near left corner. A great opportunity there for Kelsey Ryan. Comes out to center ice. Spartans regroup. Zebras in the middle of a change. To the left wing, it's Ryan. Steers towards the slot, goes to the right wing circle. And comes to the end boards. Lundblad goes out to the point, just barely able to keep it in the zone. The Spartans comes in to Nora Dalton. Dalton gets tripped up. And the Zebras finally get it out of the zone. At center ice, they go into the slot, shot tumbling on Grenard, and she covers up for face-off. I may still be coughing, but it was a lot worse the past couple of weeks. I was worried I might have had pneumonia, which is why we missed 3 games here on LSP, but we're back in live worldwide. Face-off won by the Zebras, dumped in deep from the point by Bridget Cornell. And the Spartans take it away, and they try to gain the center ice. They do. Getting the puck after a teammate was sealed off is Emily Lancey of Lawrence Academy. She gets steered into the board. She has some support, but taking it away there for Groton is Lily Delaney. Hammered in from outside the zone. Spartans have to tag up. This gives Groton a free clear up ice, but getting her stick lifted there was Bridget Cornell. And back the other way come the Spartans, but it's chipped out of the zone again. Spartans still have to tag up. Taking it here is Fusco. Drops it off for Ryan. Ryan tried to get it back to Fusco, but there were 4 Groton skaters all around her. Wallace needs some support. She has it from probably the tallest player on the ice, Charlotte McLean, number 9 for Groton. Steering her man into the boards. No call there. Shot from outside the circle. Good hard shot there. And a save by Shin. Comes out to the far left corner. Fusco trying to walk in. Steers around. Now looking to go out to the left point. She does. Throws it off the side. Boards to Rachel Walsh. Walsh tries to redirect in front. And shot into... Is that goal? Yes, it is. It's kind of a subdued reaction. There's the goal horn. Corinne McCool just snuck it in on the left post. Got it in from a tough angle to the opposite post, and it's 1-0 in favor of the Spartans. Corinne McCool with the goal, the junior from West Roxbury. And it's 1-0 Spartans with 7:38 to go, halfway through the first period. Off the face-off, no icing as it's dumped in deep to the LA zone. Zebras try to control it. They cannot, and back the other way come the Spartans. Coming to the near side boards. That would be Alyssa Bernardino. She tried to center it there for Ryan. Ryan has it, tried to stuff it in. A bunch of Groton players swarmed around her to lift her stick there. Just barely kept it in the zone. Shot from the point off a Groton body, and that's got to hurt, and it looks like that's going to be Charlotte McLean, the captain, hobbling off the ice. Spartans trying to catch the Zebras in the middle of a change. A shot from the top of the circle by Lundblad is deflected off a body, goes to the far left corner. Another chance in front. Shin swallows the puck up out of midair on that little chip shot opportunity by Belfield, and she'll take it for a face-off. NEPSAC Girls Hockey on Local Sports Productions is brought to you by Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. Considering an independent high school? Log on to lawrenceacademy.info for complete information on their programs, and be sure to tour their beautiful campus with their new turf field complex. Couple opportunities there for the Spartans off the face-off. One went over the crossbar, another one off the left side of the cage. A couple of collisions on the far left side boards. Good stick work here by Belfield, keeping the play alive. Goes out to the point, and Jamie Camo, she misses wide left. Good individual effort by Fusco to keep the play in the zone. And the Zebras have it. Dumped in from center ice, regrouping in her own zone is Lindsay McNeil. She takes a tumble, no call. Of course, it's hard to say, at least from my estimation, what constitutes a checking penalty in girls or women's hockey. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I believe, let them hit. It's not like they're going against a Zdeno Char or, Dustin Bufflin or anything like that. They're going against women their size. They can take the hit. Why not let them? Battle of the puck in neutral ice. Alternating possession between the Spartans and the Zebras. Redirected from outside the red line, not far enough for icing, as the Zebras will regroup with Piper Higgins. And we have a whistle, and it looks like the play is offside on the Spartans. You can follow Local Sports Productions on the web at www.localsportsproductions.com, facebook.com/localsportsproductions, and on Twitter at LSP37. You can also follow me personally on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at SamFeelyPBP. And don't forget to give this YouTube channel a subscribe and get alerts whenever we go live with another broadcast. Spartans looking to break out of the zone, throwing it off the sideboards there for McCool. Over to Fusco, trying to walk in. Puck was caught between a couple of Groton players' skates. They couldn't find it. Spartans come up with it out to the left point, and Rachel Walsh, she takes a shot from the point, and it goes wide of everything to the right. McGregor gets tripped up at the blue line, and the Spartans have another chance to enter the zone. Thrown off the sideboards to Fusco, and they're not going to get anything out of this one. Fusco goes off for a change. Back to the Lawrence Academy end. Berardino. Thrown off the sideboards. Zebras have it chipped in by Higgins, and it goes in to the Lawrence Academy bench. You know, all this time off because of my bronchitis, and now we have to tell you that LSP's next broadcast won't be until Wednesday, February 8th, when the same Lawrence Academy Spartans girls hockey team will host the Cushing Penguins. That's at 5:55 p.m. on Wednesday, February 8th. Listen live at localsportsproductions.com/live and download the game the next day at localsportsproductions.com/on-demand. Saved by Shin as a shot from the top of the circle there by Belfiely. Walking in is Camo, takes a shot, saved by Shin again, and cleaning it up for Groton is Cornell. Cornell up the left wing boards, dumps it in deep. Groton will go out for a change. 3:33 to go here in the first period. 1-0 our score on the goal by Corinne McCool of Lawrence Academy. Good stick work there by Lundblad. She was trying to get it to McCool, but she couldn't navigate through the trees that were the Groton defense, and back the other way come the Zebras. There's McGregor. McGregor in the far right corner tries to backhand it towards net, but it's taken away by the Spartans. Beard trying to play it for the Zebras. She gets it ahead to McGregor, and she dumps it in deep around the end boards. Battle in the left wing circle. They might have Grenard out of position, but somehow she stays with it and covers it up. Grenard was moving left to right quite a bit there, and a couple of Zebras had a chance to stuff it in. Unfortunately for the Spartans, unfortunately for the Zebras rather, she got back in position just in time to make the save, and a face-off is going to be won by the Zebras, but it comes all the way out to neutral ice. Toss back to Cornell. On the diagonal, no icing as it comes to the near right corner, and reclaimed by Rachel Walsh of Lawrence Academy. Good toe drag there by Kelsey Ryan. Keeps the play alive. She enters the zone. And coming away with it is Cornell along the near side boards, but it comes out to the neutral zone. Chipped in by the Spartans. They tag up. Fusco's going to go out for a change. And back to McCool. McCool has his own the left wing boards. Good stick work, but she gets it poked away at the last minute. Trying to wind up for a shot in the slot there. Good play by Lily Delaney. Out of the reach there of Piper Higgins trying to come up ice for the Zebras. They'll settle for a change. On the diagonal, entering the zone on the left wing boards is Lundblad. Tries to center in front for McCool, but it's chipped away and out of the zone. Spartans have to tag up. Berardino has it. 1:38 to go. Back to Berardino, yes. Off the sideboards over to Lundblad at center ice. Gives it up, and entering the zone are the Spartans on the left wing. It's Lancey. Lancey has it in the near left corner. Tries to steer out or a pass to the point. Nobody home except Groton's Emma Beard. She will bring it up ice, and it's taken away at the end boards by the Spartans. Up ahead to Belfiely. And a whistle, and it looks like we have a high stick call. Played with a high stick, not the penalty high stick. Face-off in the right wing circle is won by the Spartans, but chopped down at the last minute by Angelina Joyce, trying to keep it in the zone. And the Zebras might have a chance here, bearing in, but good poke check by the Spartans defense, preventing the opportunity there for Chloe White of Groton. Under a minute to go. Looked like Higgins wanted to go after that one, but she was called off for some reason. Shot from the blue line goes wide of the right post. And taking it is Bridget Cornell for Groton. Entering the middle of the ice. Enters the zone on the right wing. Steered into the corner, pushes off. Tries to backhand one on the centering pass. Nobody home. And back the other way come the Spartans. Lifted ahead for Ryan. Ryan tosses it in from center ice. 13 seconds to go. Zebras have it. Angelina Joyce. Joyce to the left wing. And this should do it for the period. One goal in the period. Corinne McCool on the shot from the apron to the opposite corner, the left post. And that does it for the first 15 minutes. We'll be back in about 12 minutes with the start of the second period from the Grant Rink at Lawrence Academy with your score. The Lawrence Academy Spartans 1 and the Groton Zebras nothing. This is NEPSAC Girls Hockey on LSP. Welcome back to the second period of NEPSAC Girls Hockey on LSP. Sam Feely here with you from Grant Rankin Lawrence Academy. LA Spartans with a 1-0 lead on the Groton Zebras as we begin the second period of play. The lone goal scored by Corinne McCool. Action's been mostly in the Groton end, although towards the end of the first period, the Zebras started to get a little more pressure on LA goalie Shelby Guinard. Team switch sides, LA going left to right in the navy blue jerseys with the interlocking LA on the front and white numbers on the back, and Groton going right to left in the white jerseys with maroon letters, numbers, and trim. Zebras win the opening faceoff, and here they come up the left wing boards, although this pass is a little too strong, but no icing, as coming back to play it for the Spartans is Alyssa Berardino. Up ahead to Corinne McCool, the lone goal scorer. She nearly had a breakaway opportunity there with Fusco, but she couldn't control it, as a couple of Zebras took some whacks at that puck. After the point, Rachel Walsh trying to keep it in the zone, but it's poked out to neutral ice and back to the LA end. Thrown off the sideboards to McCool. She can't control it, and it's thrown back into the LA end, at least temporarily, by Charlotte McLean, but back the other way come the Spartans. Up the left wing boards, it's Lundblad, but she gets the puck taken away. And the Spartans better be careful, also be called for too many men, and we have a whistle, and it looks like the play's just going to be offside. As I mentioned at the top of the broadcast, apologize for missing the last three broadcasts. That's what happens when you have bronchitis. I know tumbling down there in front of the Groton net was Mia Fusco, no call, comes out to the left point, and Lundblad takes a shot, goes off the end boards, back in front, off the side of the cage, they're stuffing at it, and the Zebras look like they're going to come away with this one. They get it up ice, but it's a little too strong, no icing for some reason, as it's played behind the net, trying to battle for it there for Groton is Charlotte Wallace, but the Spartans come away with it while still with pressure from behind. Now it's Beard, and they force it back towards the LA end. At the end boards, off the stick of a Groton defender, and up the left wing boards comes Emily Lancy. Bears in, tries to go to the right wing post in Berardino, but she couldn't get it. It was too strong for her. And it comes out to the point, Lindsay McNeil. She hammers it in deep. One change for the Spartans. Try to go on a diagonal, but it's a dangerous location. Spartans come up with it in the slot, just barely keeping it in at the point. It's Camo. Camo goes to the left wing and McNeil. McNeil hammers it in. In front, backhand from the slot, saved by Shin. And it's tossed out to the left wing board. Spartans still in possession, still putting pressure on. Shot goes wide to the left post by Ryan. Zebras doing anything they can to try and get it out of the zone, but great job keeping it in at the point there, but the Zebras finally get it out, and it comes out to center ice, but McNeil will quickly re-enter. And the Zebras also have this problem where their bench is at the opposite side of the net, opposite side of the ice from the net, so they can't change very easily defensively. Shin smothers it for a face-off. Face-off in the left wing circle is won by the Zebras, and it wraps around the end boards all the way back to the Lawrence Academy end. Up the left wing boards, it's Lundblad. Puts on the brakes at the blue line, tries to center it in front. McCool going for a second goal. She gets checked off the puck. No call. And back the other way come the Zebras, but intercepting it is Lundblad. She re-enters the zone. The Zebras have it again on the diagonal to the left wing. Doing some steering there is Chloe White, and she's going to chip it in. Groton has not been able to get anything going through this first 3.5 minutes of this period. Off the skates of Lancy to the Groton end. They've just been content to get it out of the zone and chip it in deep and get a change. That's really all they've been able to do. They haven't had any offensive series this period. Been pinned back in their own end. Outlet pass out of the reach there of a Groton player, and it's back to the Spartans. Chipped in from the blue line by Lancey. Once again, it comes out to neutral ice and back to the LAN, but no icing as regrouping here is Camo. Camo in the near left corner. Trying to wriggle free is Fusco. 3 Groton players, and we have a collision at center ice, and we have a Groton player face down on the ice, and that did not look good. She's quick to get up. That's good. She ran into her own player, and it looks like that is Charlotte McLean, one of the captains for LA. Good to see, for Groton rather. Good to see that she's up rather quickly and skating off under her own power to the bench, so it doesn't look too serious. But I imagine she'll get a little bit of an extended breather from head coach Randy DeMont. Face-off outside the Groton zone in the neutral zone, and it is won by the Zebras. Handling it is Cornell in the near right corner. Turns it over at the blue line. Redirect attempt. Another chance. Couple saves by Shin. Still controlling it is Fusco. Her shot is tipped aside by Shin as she was in the low slot. Once again, Zebras trying to clear it out of the zone, but the Spartans doing a good job of reaching out to keep it in. This time it gets out to the neutral zone, but re-entering is Fusco. Fusco walking in from the left circle. Now wraps around. Takes the shot. The side of the cage popped up in the air, and it's caught by Shin. A little bit of can of corn for the Korean. We all know how big baseball is in South Korea. Wonder if she'd do a stick flip if she ever scored a goal, like the epic bat flips you see in the KBO. Of course, bat flipping is a big no-no in American baseball. Out to the right point, Berardino, but she can't get the shot off, and it comes out to neutral ice. Berardino goes D to D, and up the left wing boards, and over to McCool. McCool walking in from the left circle, loses the hand on the puck, regains, goes around the end boards, reverses direction. Left post, off the side of the cage, McCool gets it back. Walking into the slot, to the right point. Shot from just outside the circle, kicked aside by Shin. Back out to the opposite point and Walsh. Walsh throws it off the side boards. McCool chips it in around the end boards. Maybe no penalties called this game, but nearly one there as I believe Fusco thought she was hooked, but no call. Out of the reach of Walsh. Back the other way come the Zebras. No, they can't get anything going here. You know, it's a miracle Groton's only down 1-0. Lawrence Academy has just been dominating zone time here. Don't have an official count, but I say it's pretty much at least 3-1 zone time in favor of the Spartans thus far. Backed up in their own end for the first time in a while, however, Berardino gets up to McCool, who chips it out of the zone. Trying to reverse direction are the Zebras, back for Cornell. And now Higgins. Higgins tosses off the sideboards back to Berardino. On the diagonal up ahead for Belfiuli. Joyce gets smothered against the boards. And the Spartans enter the zone on the left wing with Aaron Tabor for the first time. Groton player blows the tire in the near right corner. And back the other way come the Zebras, chipped in from the blue line by Delaney. But still nothing doing for the Spartans as here comes Royson Casey up the right wing board. She just chips it in from center ice. No icing. It's hammered back the other way by McLean. At the right point, McNeil trying to keep it in the zone. Has a little bit of support from Lancey. Higgins nearly blown a tire. Now she has to ward off a stick. Back out to McNeil. Scrum in the near right corner. 2-on-2, and the Zebras come away with it. Out to the center of the ice. Good stick check there by Camo, but somehow wriggling free there was McGregor to get a shot. Well, not really a shot. It was just really just a loose puck that Grenard had to kick aside, and then she finally covered it. Wasn't really a high effort shot there by McGregor. She just tried to poke it towards net, and finally Grenard has to sweat, and that one just out of her reach to the right post. It goes wide. Now the Zebras with a face-off in the LAN, trying to make something happen, trying to get it away from McCool is Delaney, and back the other way come the Spartans. Shot from the top of the circle, saved by Shin, and she leaps out to cover it. Excuse me. Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Get your company's message on air or on localsportsproductions.com for as little as $25 per ad. In addition, a portion of, that's not happening anymore. Visit localsportsproductions.com/advertising or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. Off this face-off, it's controlled at the right wing point by the Spartans. Walsh tries to chip it in deep past Caroline Fisher, but it comes out to the neutral zone. Walsh chips at it, pops up at center ice, and it comes back to Berardino. McLean took a whack at it, but here's a chance for the Spartans. Shot from the top of the left wing circle, goes off a Groton stick and into the protective netting. Want LSP to tape or broadcast your team's games? Rates start at just $50 per game. Video broadcasts also available. Visit localsportsproductions.com/advertising, /services rather, or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. Groton wins the face-off in their own zone, but again, having a hard time controlling the puck. Centering pass in front, nobody home. Comes out to the left wing point, and Walsh chips it in deep. Double team by the Zebras, knocks the player off the puck, and I think we're finally going to have our first penalty of the game, and it's either going to be checking or boarding on Groton. Some sort of unnecessary roughness-like penalty to Charlotte McLean, the senior captain defenseman from Concord, Mass, and a minute and a half penalty time for the Spartans. They win the face-off, winding up for the bomb, kick save, rebound, score! Well, that started with the shot from the point by Laura Lundblad, and McCool had the first rebound opportunity after the kick save by Shin. It looks like it's going to be Kelsey Ryan with the goal, and finally some breathing room for Lawrence Academy. It's 2-0. They probably feel like they should be up a lot more given how much they've been controlling zone time, but they score about 10 seconds into the power play. 2-0 with 6.5 to go in the second period. Back in the LA end for the first time in a while, Lancey. Over to Camo. Camo on the outlet pass looking for Fusco. And coming way out of her crease and taking a snow shower for her trouble is Dongmin Shin. NEPSAC Girls Hockey on LSP is brought to you by Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. Considering an independent high school? Log on to lawrenceacademy.info for complete information on their programs, and be sure to tour their beautiful campus with their new turf field complex. Off this face-off, it's won by the Spartans. Wrapping around the end boards is Fusco. Goes out to the point, trying to get it to McNeil, but it's taken away by the Zebras. Up the left wing boards to Fisher, and she hits it a little too strong, and this will be icing, as winning the race to the dots with the extended stick is Camo. 6 minutes to go here in the second period. One penalty, one power play goal. Kelsey Ryan with the advantage, with the insurance goal, at least thus far, as that pass is out of the extended reach of Lindsay McNeil. Comes all the way back to the LA end and nearly tapping it into her own net. was Jamie Camo. She reverses direction over to McNeil. McNeil tries to toss it up to Fusco. Fusco back to McNeil. Round the end boards, collecting it is Camo, still backed up in their own end. Off the side boards, looking for McCool, but it's hammered in deep from outside the zone. That was McLean, but the play is offside. You can follow Local Sports Productions on the web at www.localsportsproductions.com, facebook.com/localsportsproductions, and on Twitter at LSP37. Face-off, battled for and eventually won by the Zebras, looking for their first goal of the game. Kick save by Shelby Grenard, and she covers up. Chance from outside the circle by Chloe White. Best scoring chance the Zebras have had thus far. Results in a face-off, 2 Grenards left. That is won by the Spartans. Pressure from behind on Lancey. Zebras trying to keep a possession alive. Lawrence players lost a stick, but it's not going to matter too much as it comes out to neutral ice. And the player lost that stick. Kelsey Ryan is back in the play. Spartans regrouping behind their goal line. Up the left wing boards, not all the way out, and it comes back to Berardino. Berardino up the right wing boards to McCool. McCool tries to chip at it from center ice, and it's taken away by McGregor. On the diagonal, looking for Fisher. It's broken up at center ice. A couple Lawrence Academy players collide. Maybe a chance here for the Spartans with numbers as they're well behind the play. But instead, McCool gets it out of the zone. Now she steers, crosses center ice, in the slot, goes to her right, drops it off, shot, and kick save. Actually, Shin tried to kick save it to her right, and then she realized the puck was going to her left, and so she had to reach out with the mitt to cover that one up. So Shin's had a couple of close calls this game. That could make this game a lot more lopsided than it is. It's only 2-0, but game is not as close as the score indicates. Off a turnover, walking in here. Oh, a chance there on the one-timer for White, and it was out of her reach. And the rebound attempt for Piper Higgins is swallowed up by Grenard. LSP's next broadcast is February 6th at 5:55 p.m. when the Lawrence Academy Spartans host the Cushing Penguins in NEPSAC girls hockey action. Well, back the other way come the Spartans. There's a player down behind the play, but the Spartans keep the play alive as they enter the zone, and oh, that is going to be a penalty as for a slash. Looked more like a board, as it looked like, I believe that was Fusco nearly hit her jaw off the stanchion, being ridden into the boards there by Bridget Cornell. She goes to the box for a minute and a half for slashing. It's definitely a penalty, but I didn't think it was a slash. I thought it was something more severe. Excuse me. So second power play opportunity for the Spartans. They were successful. LA wins the faceoff in the left wing circle. They go to the right wing a little too far out of the reach there of McCool. They come back out to the right point, and Walsh. D to D. Shot. Kick save. The clearance attempt comes right back to Fusco. Fusco to the right. One-timer score from the center, from the right wing faceoff dot. Looks like that's going to be, I can't tell if that's Kelsey Ryan or Jamie Camo. Actually, that's Ryan with her second power play goal of the game. How about that? 2 power plays, 2 goals by Kelsey Ryan. 3-0 our score with 3 minutes to go. And this is probably more like what Lawrence Academy feels the score should be right now. Chipping it out of her own zone is Berardino. Out of the reach of Tabor. Not Tabor, Belfiuli. Belfiuli on the right wing. Waiting to tag up is Fusco. She bears in, tries to backhand, and then instead reverses direction. Out to the top of the slot in Berardino. Berardino takes a shot. One time on the right doorstep, and sprawling to make the save is Shin. Not for nothing. Shin has put on a fabulous effort tonight, but unfortunately, her offense isn't getting anything in front of her, getting anything back for her, so it's still a 3-0 game. Off the faceoff, another kick save by Shin on that attempt by Fusco. McCool from the left wing circle, another chance, rebound, Shin still sprawling. Imagine what the score would be if it weren't for Dogman Shin, seriously. 2:10 to go here in the second period. Face-off won by the Spartans, and the pass out to the point is off target and comes all the way out to Jamie Camo. Camo over to McNeil. McNeil on the right wing, tries to chip it for McCool, but she had a hard time handling it, and the play is offside, so Groton's got to tag up. McCool coming up the left wing, and the centering pass back to McCool off target comes to the near right corner. Back to the point in McNeil. McNeil winds up for the shot, and Shin reaches out to swallow it up. 1:36 to go in the second period. Face-off won by the Spartans. Wind-up bomb from the point off the face-off by Berardino is blocked. She retreats to her own end. Gives it to Camo. Camo back to Berardino. Up only as far as center ice before it's knocked in back deep. Kicked aside by Grenard. Backhanded to Beard. Beard walking in. Tries to center it. Nobody home except a bunch of blue jerseys. Chipped out of the zone. McGregor trying to chase it down. From center ice up to the right wing. Here's a chance for the Zebras. Goes through the crease into the near left corner. As a shot taken by White. Shot from the slot, saved by Shin. Out to McCool on the left wing circle. Couple of Groton players trying to lift her stick. Another chance and another save by Shin. Now Lawrence Academy's getting just about any opportunity they want right now, and as far as the Zebras are concerned, it's up to Shin to make these spectacular saves that she's been making to give them a glimmer of hope to get back in this game, but the offense has gotten absolutely nothing going. The clock didn't start. Took forever for the clock to start. The Lawrence Academy players pointed it out. It finally did, and maybe this will benefit him as here's Lundblad, but she has the puck taken away. McCool has her stick tangled up with Lily Delaney. That caused her to fall down. No call, as it was incidental, and that will do it for the second period. 2 goals on the power play in the period by Kelsey Ryan. We'll be back in 12 minutes with the start of the third period with your score. The Lawrence Academy Spartans 3 and the Groton Zebras nothing. This is NEPSAC Girls Hockey on LSP. Welcome back to the third period of NEPSAC girls hockey on LSP. Sam Feely here with you from the Grant Rink at Lawrence Academy. In Groton, Mass, these crosstown rivals, Lawrence Academy Spartans and the Groton Zebras. LA with a 3-0 lead. 1 goal in the first period by Corinne McCool. 2 power play goals in the second period by Kelsey Ryan. This game has not been nearly as close as even a 3-0 score would indicate. The zone time, I think it's about maybe down to a 4-1 margin in favor of Lawrence Academy over Groton. Groton has had practically 0 sustained possessions on offense in the Lawrence Academy zone. And right off the face-off, it's going to be McCool walking in, tries to center it, but she has it poked away at the last minute on that pass by Bridget Cornell. Cornell takes a tumble, no whistle. A lot standing around there in the corner, and that allows Piper Higgins to come away with the puck for Groton. Higgins trying to break up ice. She's got support from Cornell, but stopped at center ice, and back the other way come the Spartans. 2-on-1 as they're in the middle of a change. Walking in, the shot wide of the left post by McCool. Oh, she had a wide open left side of the net, and she couldn't hit it. Here's McLean for Groton. Pops off the stick and kept in the zone. Can the Spartans get another free possession out of this? Not quite. Comes out to neutral ice. They tag up, and it looks like they're going to be content to change the forwards. Off the side boards, kept in at the blue line by the newly entering Mia Fusco. Fusco wraps around the end boards. Steers, drops it off at the right point. The shot off a body. Battling for it is Belfiuli. Has some support from Lancy. Belfiuli has it. Steers, tries to backhand over to Fusco in the slot. Too much traffic there, and it's going to go 200 feet for icing. So back to the left wing circle. And the faceoff won by the Spartans. Shin reaches out with her stick to poke it to the far left corner. Shot from the point. Waffles and the rebound. Oh, that goes wide of the left post. And the net comes off its moorings. Emily Lancy with the wide open opportunity. That's the second. Excuse me. That's the second. 1 second. That's the second wide open left side of the net that the Spartans have missed here in the first minute and a half from a pretty close distance. This could easily be a 5-0 game right now. Instead, it's just still 3-0. Face-off won by the Zebras, tossed off the end boards. And up ahead to Charlotte Wallace. Wallace steering, chips it in from the blue line, goes wide the right post to the near right corner. Taking it over is number 6 counterpart, Alyssa Berardino. Off the sideboards, back the other way come the Spartans. Walking in from the circle, it's McCool. She puts on the brakes, goes back to the circle, walking in, shot, saved by Chin. It bats around in front of her, and she pins it against her chest for a save. Great opportunity there for Kelsey Ryan going for the Hattie. Beautiful play between McCool and Ryan, but unfortunately, neither of them going to get a point out of that one. Face-off won by the Zebras, comes all the way to the left point, but back in deep for Cornell. Up the left wing boards, it's Joyce. Joyce enters in the slot, tries to do some stick work, nearly nutmegs her defender, but it's too much, and it comes out to center ice, where Cornell will hammer it in deep. From outside the blue line, over to Delaney. Delaney behind the net, now tries to walk in, throw it off the side of the cage. No entry allowed by Grenard. Outside the blue line, it's Joyce. Trying to chip it in deep, but 3 Spartans take the puck away from her. It's thrown off the side boards and back into the Groton end and Cornell. Up the left wing boards, but hammered in deep by Berardino as the Spartans go out for a full change. Joyce Losing track of the puck there was McGregor, and back the other way come the Spartans. McCool tries to center it for Lundblad off target. Spartans still with possession. Lundblad again unable to corral the puck as it hops off her stick in the far left corner. McCool has it, centers it. Jamming at it there was Ryan. Another opportunity for Ryan to get a Hattie. She tries to center it. Nobody home as it comes to the near left boards, rather. And this is Camo. Camo gets it to Ryan. Ryan trying to get it back to Camo, and it's cleared by Joyce, and this will go no icing as it came on target to Grenard. Back the other way, onside. It's Lundblad, but she can't hang on to it, and Delaney has it. Up the left wing boards, it's Higgins. Higgins gets stood up by the referee and a Lawrence Academy defender as she tried to enter the zone. Scrum in the near right corner, 2-on-2. Goes around the end boards. Spartans come away with it. They throw it off the side boards, but it comes back to the Groton end. Trying to clear it out of the Groton end was Beard. Didn't have enough on it. And a turnover at the blue line, and this is offside as Camo entered as Ryan was trying to tag up. Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Get your company's message on air or on localsportsproductions.com for as little as $25 per ad. Visit localsportsproductions.com/advertising or email Sam at localsportsproductions.com for more information. Face-off won by the Spartans, and they enter on the right wing. Fanning on that little chip shot there, and it's taken over by the Zebras. Back over to Fisher. Fisher on the left wing board tries to go up the middle to McCown. McCown can't handle it, and it comes back to the Spartans, who will regroup at their own blue line. Off the side boards for Belfiore. And it's knocked back to the LA end. Good forecheck here from the Zebras, probably the best forecheck we've seen all game. As the Spartans unable to get out of their zone here, and maybe this will create an opportunity. It does create a turnover, comes out to the right point in Joyce, but she can't handle it, and now the Spartans have it 2-on-2 on the left wing circle. It's Ryan trying to go for her third, but she claims she got hooked there by McLean, no call, and the Zebras will come back the other way. It's Delaney on the left wing, chips it in from center ice. Grenard. Far right corner on the diagonal outlet, and it's knocked out to center ice. Comes back to Beard. Beard off the side boards back to Grenard behind her goal. Berardino coming up the left wing boards, toss it off the side for McCool and McCool is offside. Want local sports productions to tape or broadcast your team's games? Rates start at just $50 per game. Video broadcasts also available. Visit localsportsproductions.com/services or email Sam at localsportsproductions.com for more information. Face-off won by the Spartans, but unable to keep possession is Belfiore. She tried to enter the zone and comes all the way back to the LA end where McNeil will play it. Behind her own net goes D to D. In the near right corner, toss off the sideboards looking for Fusco, and it comes out to neutral ice. Spartans looking to get a little momentum, and here's Belfiore. Has it poked away, but Fusco regroups, and she shoots it right between the 3 and the 0 on the chest of Dongmin Shin. NEPSAC Girls Hockey on LSP is brought to you by Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. Considering an independent high school? Log on to lawrenceacademy.info for complete information on their programs, and be sure to tour their beautiful campus with their new turf field complex. Shot from the top of the slot, saved by Shin. And the Spartans have it. Belfiore tries to walk in, try to get away from some Groton defenders, gives it up going for Casey. And it comes back to the near side boards, where it will be played by White. Left wing, it's Delaney. Takes a shot, and Grenard will scoop it up and take a face-off. I think she wanted to drop it and keep the play going. She had her teammate right there to her left, but held on to it a little too long for the referee's liking, I guess. So a face-off. I'd like to see what the actual shot on goal numbers are for Groton. Can't be much more than single digits if it isn't single digits. McCool enters, good stick work, but it's poked away at the last minute by Cornell. Cornell has been a defensive force for the Zebras this game. Walk-in centering pass tipped aside, as that was Lundblad with the chance. McCool pinned against the near left corner. Lundblad has it, turns around, throws it off the left pipe. Out to the point and out of the reach of Rachel Walsh. Will come all the way 200 feet for icing. .8:13 to go in the third period. It's been all Lawrence Academy. And Groton is the team that's coming off of back-to-back shutout wins, mind you. So this would be, as we're going to have a tripping penalty here on Lawrence Academy. It's touched at the blue line by Rachel Walsh. And the Spartans will be shorthanded for the first time tonight, as it looks like it's going to be Emily Lancey for tripping at 7:56 of the third period. No argument from her. Now, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. If the score holds, LA is going to win its fourth in 6 games. And it looks like Randy Dumont is going to call a timeout. And we'll see how the Zebras are going to play this power play. Now, I've seen some crazy things in my time covering NEPSAC hockey. Last year, I was taping a Thayer hockey game, Thayer boys hockey game, and they were down like 3 going into the third period. Tony Amonte, the head coach, former NHL player for Thayer, pulled his goalie to start the third period. Played almost the entire period with the extra attacker, and they won that game. Now that's a case of kids don't try this at home, but you wonder if Randy Dumont is going to try and pull something similar with 8 minutes left in the game and a minute and a half of power play time here. Try to spark the offense any way you can. Try to get back in this game. Because it's not like the Groton offense is, like, stymied or anything. Like, they beat Vermont in their last 2 games. On Saturday, they beat Vermont Academy 3-0. 2 days ago, they beat Pingree 6-0. So they are capable of an offensive outburst as they win the face-off on the power play. Comes out to the right wing point. D to D, back to the right point. Back to the right wing circle. Goalie was not pulled, and they score! Well, if you're going to get back into the game, get back into it quickly. It's Angelina Joyce with the goal. Just good tic-tac-toe movement by the Groton Zebras. 20 seconds in to the power play, they're on the board. It's 3-1. And this is the point where, if you're Kevin Potter, you really wanted to see your girls take advantage of those prolonged zone times they had. And here's another chance for the Zebras, maybe, as Guinard stopped a shot on the left, on her glove side, and the puck was still loose, and she nearly tucked it back between her legs into the goal, but she pins it for a face-off. To her left, right wing circle, 7.5 to go. Game's not over, folks. This is the price Lawrence Academy is going to pay for not taking advantage of having all those prolonged possessions and quote unquote only getting 3 goals out of it. But back the other way comes McCool, walking into the slot, takes the shot, score! And that's how you answer. Corinne McCool, off the face-off, takes it all the way. And 36 seconds after Groton gets it back to within 2, Corinne McCool extends the lead back to 3. And it's 4-1. 7:10 to go. Off the face-off, the Spartans win it, but they can't control it as it gets to the blue line. They have to tag up, and that gives the Zebras a chance to enter the zone. Charlotte Wallace. And Wallace, I thought I heard a whistle, no signal of anything. Play on, they say. And back the other way come the Spartans. Walking in is Fusco, takes a shot. There's going to be a penalty here. It's a hooking call. No penalty shot, but the Spartans are going to be on the power play for the 3rd time. They're 2 for 2 this game, with both those power play goals coming from Kelsey Ryan. Those are both in the 2nd period. Out to the right point, and over to Lundblad, takes a shot, loose puck, and diving his shin to swallow it up. It's a hooking call on Emma Beard, and off the face-off, the Zebras clear at 200 feet. Quinard has it, taps it over to Lundblad. Lundblad tried to get it on the diagonal, but was poked back into the near right corner by a Groton player. And now the Spartans with some good back check here by the Zebras, but now they will try to enter the zone. And they do. McCool over to Ryan. Ryan runs into a defender, falls down. Zebras still with, Spartans are still with possession. Bomb from the right point. Just kick save by Shin. The rebound opportunity was not there for McCool. It comes out to center ice. McCool tries to get it back. She does. McCool walking to the left corner. Now gives it up for Lundblad. Lundblad steers, goes in deep, and some arm wrestling here between Camo and Cornell. McCool has it, goes out to the right wing point. Back to McCool. Lundblad over to Walsh. Walsh tries to redirect. Loose puck. And it's kicked aside by Shin. They try to clear, not all the way out. Across the blue line. Walsh. Penalty time is up. Hits a body in front. We're back to 5-on-5. 5:10 to go in the period. Lancey getting pinned against the board. She loses her footing. Belfiuli loses her footing, trying to chase that one down, and this is going to be icing. I don't know if the Zebras realized it was no longer power play time, so 4:54 to go in the period, and face-off to the right of Shin. You can follow LSP on the web at www.localsportsproductions.com, facebook.com/localsportsproductions, and on Twitter at LSP37. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe this video on YouTube, and be notified whenever we go live here on YouTube. In the slot, backhanding it is Belfiuli in front, turnaround, wide of the left post, and Fusco has it. Fusco against the near left corner. This is up for Belfiuli. Belfiuli tries to get it past a couple of defenders. Backhanded back to Belfiuli, and it is cleared by Cornell. Not all the way out, however. It's kept it at the blue line. Back in deep to Fusco, and back to Cornell. Cornell and Joyce standing around there a little bit. Cornell getting into some physicality there with Belfiuli. Referee saying, watch it, ladies. Over to Belfiuli. Dumped in deep. Belfiuli's going out for a change, and taking a tumble behind the play thanks to Cornell was Fusco. On the right point. Walking in, faking the shot was Delaney. Out to the left point. The shot, save by Grenard. She loses sight of the puck. It's behind her. It's behind her cage. Both teams having a hard time keeping track of it in that little sequence. Lazy turnover, walking in, shot wide of the left post. Fusco with the opportunity. She played that puck aggressively where Charlotte Wallace didn't, and she walked in, and that's the third time this period that the Spartans blow an easy chance on the left post on the stick side of Shin. If the score holds, well, Lawrence Academy is going to go to 10-6-1, but I'm sure Kevin Potter is going to tell his girls, we should have won that game like 7-1 or something, because there were a lot of missed opportunities this game. Out to the left point, and Walsh takes a shot, and it's intercepted basically by Joyce. A lone goal scorer for Groton. Dumped in deep, no icing here. Quinard settles it down over to Walsh. As we approach 2 minutes to play in a 4-1 game, puck popped up in the air, comes out to center ice, and Joyce. She hammers it in deep off the near right corner. Chasing it down is Walsh for LA. Joyce beats her to it. Goes out to the left point, and Delaney. Delaney loses the handle. Joyce loses the handle. Maybe a chance here for Belfiore, but she loses her stick, and some contact at center ice as Belfiore was trying to come off the ice, and no penalty called. Belfiore took a cheap shot there trying to get off the ice. But she gets off, and she gets off on her own power, although slowly so. As the play is stopped and we have a face-off in the right wing circle of the LA zone. Face-off is won by the Spartans, and this is going to be a pretty easy penalty call. It's a high stick, as Lundblad took a stick to the face mask and fell down. And that is going to be Emma Beard going to serve the penalty. LSP's next broadcast is February 6th at 5:55 p.m. when the Lawrence Academy Spartans host the Cushing Penguins in NEPSAC girls hockey action. Listen live at localsportsproductions.com/live. Then download or stream the game the next day at localsportsproductions.com/on-demand. Faceoff is won by the Zebras, but it comes to the far left corner. Taken away, however, by Joyce. She felt she was tripped, no call. Saved at the right point by the Spartans. They keep it in the zone. Content to work some clock here. Line up for the bomb from the left point is Walsh. It tips off a stick and over the crossbar and into the glass. Nearly taken away for breakaway there was Delaney. And it's going to allow the Zebras to kill some clock and maybe some more, as Joyce had an opportunity to walk in with some room, but she didn't have full control of it. 1 minute to go. Good stick work here by McCool. She misses the right post. Lancey tries to clean it up. Out to the left point, and Lundblad. Lundblad again. Winds up, takes a shot off a stick. Off a skate, rather. It's cleaned up by McCool. McCool tries to go through the crease. Nobody home there. Second opportunity. Lancey trying to stuff at it. Loose puck still. And Shin is going to sprawl out and cover it up with 29.3 seconds to go in the game. And 14 seconds left on the power play. So it looks like we're going to have co-players of the game here. Kelsey Ryan with 2 power play goals, bookended by Corinne McCool with including a beautiful snipe this period after the Zebras got a goal back on the power play. Just gave the Spartans a little more breathing room to finish off the game. Chance in front, Shin covers it up. 19 seconds left in the game, 3 seconds left on the power play. Face-off won by the Spartans. Over to the left wing point, shot saved by Shin. And it comes out to neutral ice, 10 seconds to go. And I wouldn't be surprised if Berardino just walks around with it a little bit. McCool has it. She'll just kill some time at neutral ice. And that will do it. Lawrence Academy with a win that was not as close as the final score indicated, 4-1. Although it really should have been a lot more lopsided given the zone time advantage the Spartans enjoyed. Again, our co-players of the game, Kelsey Ryan with 2 goals, both on the power play. Corinne McCool bookending those 2 power play goals with 2 goals of her own, 1 in the first and 1 in the third. Angelina Joyce, the lone goal scorer for Groton. With the win, the Spartans improved to 10-6-1. With the loss, the Zebras fall to 8-7-1. With that said, this has been a presentation of local sports production serving Greater Boston student athletes. Copyright 2017, unauthorized redistribution of any portion of this podcast without the express written permission of local sports productions is strictly prohibited. Coverage of NEPSAC girls hockey on local sports productions has been brought to you by Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. Considering an independent high school, log on to lawrenceacademy.info for complete information on their programs, and be sure to tour their beautiful campus with their new turf field complex. LSP's next broadcast is February 6th at 5:55 p.m. when the Lawrence Academy Spartans host the Cushing Penguins in NEPSAC girls hockey action. Listen live at localsportsproductions.com/live, then download or stream the game the next day at localsportsproductions.com/on-demand. Once again, the final score from Grant Rink at Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. It is the Lawrence Academy Spartans defeating the Groton Zebras 4-1. My name is Sam Feely. Thanks for tuning in.